And it's not that I don't enjoy you as my friend, but there's some tweaks.
It's a what? Say again? Welcome, everybody. Yeah, this is what? Podcast number 3?
Mm-hmm.
All right. For those of you who may not know who we are, welcome to the One Couple, Two Creators podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Channer.
And I'm Nydia Channer.
And so we're married.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. For a year. Praise God.
Yeah. On the docket today, we can start with a check-in.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling? Well, today is Sunday that we are recording this, so it is a start of a new week, even though it kind of feels like the ending of last week. So how are you feeling?
I feel all right, man. I feel tired. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I feel tired. It was a long, crazy work week.
Yeah.
I feel like it was very demanding. A lot of running around from people, and they are expecting things for me, and they don't know the millions of things that has to go behind the scenes to make this stuff happen. But it worked out. But drained me all week, and the weekend was just as busy. But other than that, I'm okay. Feel good. How about you, babe?
I'm all right. Yeah. That's all I got. Low energy right now.
Yeah, your balloon's still flat, I see.
Correct.
Terrible.
For the same reasons.
Terrible. I wouldn't say the same reasons.
They're the cousins of the reasons of last time.
Terrible cousins.
My week was cool. First week back to work from after like a month. So that was different. Yeah, it's starting to feel like the beginning of the end because, I don't know, just adjusting my schedule and stuff because sooner or later this baby is coming. So it just feels like transition has already started to happen, which is cool. Yeah.
And so the beginning of the end of an era, you want to say, are you saying?
Not necessarily an era, but of the season that we've gotten comfortable in. So, we got married. I started the job shortly after and have been there consistently since then. We're still married consistently as well. And we're going to be raising a person. So it just feels like more transition it's upon us. Like, duh, we know a baby's coming, I have to take care of that baby. But it just feels like things are slowly starting to shift and change. So I'm paying attention to the change in the tide.
Right. Yeah, it definitely feels like something's coming.
I mean, someone is coming.
Someone's coming. Oh, sorry.
It's different.
We'll get there. It's later on the docket. But
You can go into it if you want. There's no arranged order.
Oh, man. So, speaking of the gender of our child. So, last week, Sunday, we had our gender reveal. And can we talk about how it felt like forever to finally get to this point?
That's because it was forever. Due to COVID, multiple doctor's appointments and things had to be pushed back. So when I was going to find out the gender, probably like 2 or 3 weeks prior, I couldn't because of, you testing positive, me being home. So finally, you tested negative, which is God's grace and mercy, which is awesome.
Yes, sir.
And I was able to go to my appointment and find out the gender. We were able to set up something with family because with everything being pushed back, I was so not wanting to do a gender reveal anymore because it just felt, I'm the type of person that kind of likes the energy on the one off. Like, we plan it, we execute it, boom, you know. So when my plans are deterred's the word, or detoured, or interrupted, it knocks me off my feet in a way. So it kind of just stole my joy. So if my appointment had to be pushed back again, I don't know. I kept telling Jordan that if they push it any further back, then I'm done. Like, I'll find out when the baby comes out.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So imagine you trying to be excited about this is our first child.
Yes.
I don't know if it's our last child. I hope not. But anyways,
No comment.
so Nydia, she has a number in her head of how many she wants. I have a number in my head of how many I want.
Don't say I have a number in my head. I've never had a number in my head.
But when I tell you,
You
my
have
number,
always
when I
had a
tell you my
number.
number, you're like, we'll see.
Because we will see.
You're right.
That doesn't mean that I have a number that I'm prepared to do. It's God's grace that we're having one.
Ain't nothing wrong with God's grace. I'm just saying. 3.
You're lucky.
3.
You can say 3 all you want. My response has always been, let's see how the first one goes. I've promised you as a wife to proceed and give you one child as the Lord allows my womb to do so. And seeing how I have fruit in my womb right now, you're welcome.
I am thankful.
Don't push it.
I'll push it 3 times.
Wow. Hey, yo.
Hey. Yeah. No, but seriously.
But yeah, so we got to find out the gender. We got to set up something with family and friends. Real simple, socially distanced,
right.
Virtual as well. Family from Jamaica, England, everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere our people are. And we got to reveal the gender, which was nice. We did it by way of smashing a football.
Football.
And Jordan thoroughly enjoyed himself.
You already know I did.
And the gender of our child is exactly what we predicted it would be.
We already knew what it was going to be.
Yeah.
From jump.
Yeah. So we're having a girl.
That's right.
It's nice.
Girl dad. Oh man. And honestly, as exciting as that news is, I think for me the biggest and best thing about it was because you were so low. I won't call you a flat balloon this week.
I wasn't flat. I lost some air. You know when the balloon has helium in it, and then you have it for like 3 weeks, and it's still in the air, but just doesn't touch the ceiling anymore?
Yes. So you're you're a deflated
I don't know why
balloon.
this is gonna be my constant expression of my energy levels, but the balloon analogy is doing it for me.
Would you rather be a soft tire?
No, I don't drive. I don't care about tires. I don't know anything about them. The balloon I've had experience with.
Lord. And so the most meaningful thing for me was because Nydia wasn't really in it. And I'm not to say that I was either, because not being able to have our, like, COVID already messed up everything before I tested positive. Yeah. So like we were making plans and let's do it here, but we can't do it here because it's gonna be cold, so we're gonna be inside, and so the number of people that we actually wanted to come couldn't be there.
It's a lot of adjusting and readjusting and then shifting things around, and it's tiring.
Yeah, so
I have concerns moving forward. I do. Just because, like, you have, we talked about last time, expectations. Like, I have expectations of how I wanted, me being pregnant and married and all these different things. And this situation is throwing a wrench in my plans. And I'm not sure if they can be salvaged. Might be very pessimistic of me, and the Lord is yet working on me, but sometimes if I don't see how this can be creatively salvaged, then I'm just like, I don't know if I even want to execute it. Like, I'm not trying to be all
Doom and gloom.
halfways. Not doom and gloom. I don't think I walk around with a dark cloud around me, but in a way, I want things to go the way I envisioned it if I
All right, I feel that.
apply the energy and the work towards it. So gender reveal, okay, this sounds whatever. Gender reveal was super cute. Okay, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I was excited for the happiness and the opportunity that went along with it. My family was very happy. Jordan was very happy, and so like I'm all good. I wasn't giving any doom and gloom energy on the Sunday.
No, you weren't, and that's what I
I
was
was
trying.
fully engaged.
Yes, and that's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say, I was so happy that even though so many different obstacles came into our way, to try to rob us of the joy of this moment. You know what I mean? Rob us of finding out what our gender was and being excited about it. And my sister, she's also pregnant, so it's like, to have her stuff kind of go really well.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, I can't wait. Our turn's next. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. And then for things to change, and also
Yeah.
weather to, so like it's colder. It's this darker earlier, so plans have to change that way.
Yeah.
And so I tried to stay as optimistic as possible.
I'm already
Nydia made it very
glooming.
hard.
I'm already deflated at the thought now.
She already was like, "Yo, all right, let's just find it. Let's let's have him call us over the phone or something." Like this mad.
I was just
mad
over it because I would work myself up to adjust to the dent in the plan, and then something else would happen. So now I have to readjust and readjust and readjust. And that's annoying. That's frustrating.
Yeah, but
So, like, what do you want from me?
Not what I want from you.
I was honest with my feelings.
Yes, thank you for being honest. I'll say that.
Whatever.
See? But honestly, I feel like because things don't go your way, not to go back to talk like expectations, but when things don't go our way, and honestly 90% of the time in life they just don't like exactly how you want it, it's not gonna go your way.
I didn't want it exactly. I just wanted it very similar to what I was thinking, feeling, wanting.
No, but I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but I feel like if any part of the plan had messed up, so for example, if even though this would suck, if for some reason when you didn't close your eyes when they did because Nydia like closed her eyes when they were doing the ultrasound, so just in case the sonogram had a penis.
Are we allowed to say that?
Oh, penis! I said it twice. So
You're a child. As he giggles. The sonogram tech let me know, like, hey, I'm gonna measure legs and things like that. So do you want to, if you're trying to keep it secret? I was like, nah, I'm not trying to see nothing. I'm gonna close my eyes, just because I was trying to be respectful to my husband, to not allow any open areas of anything to be revealed to me.
Because like I told y'all, I can pick up on things. So if she was acting a kind of way about
I would have hit it perfectly well from you.
I believe you. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I believe you, but
I would have hit it very well. I choose to include Jordan on things.
I appreciate it.
To not withhold anything, or to not seem like, like perfect example, has nothing to do with anything. But we're watching Masked Singer. That's one of our shows. We like the show.
Oh yeah.
And Instagram had spoiled one of the reveals.
Oh yeah.
Of the person, and
for
me. And I knew they had spoiled it, and I was mad. I was like, oh, I didn't want to see that. But so now we're watching it together, and within myself, Jordan has no idea that I know who the person is, but I chose to let him know that it was revealed to me who one of the people were. And then with that, he's throwing all his guesses out, organically. He's not like, tell me, but he's throwing his guesses out. And I'm just like, keeping it real chill, not giving him any leads, yet encouraging his imagination of who the celebrity is.
Yes. So mind you, I'm gonna pause you there. So to kind of put things back in my side of the argument is that you never told me, because right now there's 3 people on the show that were masked. She said, "Oh, one of the people was spoiled for me." I didn't know which one it was.
See?
No. This is where I'm going. No, I know which one it was. Okay, was it the seahorse, the alligator, or the popcorn? I'm just making up stuff. The seahorse is real. And I got to the seahorse, and the way you were talking was like, okay, the seahorse is the one that you got spoiled. And she said, "Oh, the only thing she said was that you know who this is." I'm like, cool. Didn't do anything for me, but as far as
because your guesses were already the person.
Because I'm, all right. So the seahorse, right? For those of you who watch the show,
don't say it.
I won't say it because I know some of you don't watch the show. I won't name your name, but you know who you are.
Oh my
Watch
gosh.
it up because the finale is this week, right?
Yes, it is Wednesday.
Please, you.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, you.
We're moving on.
Watch, catch up.
Anyway.
Thank you.
The point of the matter was, I use this as an example to say that I would not have revealed anything to you, and you would have went along your merry way, because I am good at concealing, but I choose to expose myself to you.
Yay. Keep that to yourself.
Oh, please.
Don't expose nothing to me.
All right. Then I'll keep my secrets to myself. Pick one. What do you want? You want me to...
I want the secrets.
You're a liar. But regardless, yeah. So kept the eyes closed, blah, blah, blah. I have always thought I was having a girl from the day I found out I was pregnant. And I don't know why. I have no real reason. It just always felt like I was having a girl.
Same.
There were a few times where I would have dreams and things that would make me kind of feel like, am I having a boy? But mostly, about 95%.
Yeah.
I was definitely expecting a girl, and it was confirmed. So that's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
One girl.
Yeah. One lady, which is
one big
really
head
nice.
girl.
She got Jordan's head.
Apparently. So they say. But we both.
So if he calls it a big head. No, but definitely looking forward to that. Mm-hmm. I guess that's something we can talk about right now, since we're already in there.
Okay, what?
What are some things you're looking forward to? I guess as we continue our journey, pregnancy and child.
What a great question. Well, thankfully, we've both come from, what's the word? I'll say healthy families, but
I was gonna say healthy,
2-parent homes.
Yes.
So we both have
2 parents that enjoy each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happily married. They poke fun at each other, but happily married.
I mean, 30 years. What can you?
Yeah. Yeah. So at least we're both coming from non-broken homes. Yeah. So we both have. Amen. We both have examples of how a mom and a dad should be towards a child.
Yeah.
And so I feel like for me, I'm so thankful because I also know that if I have any kind of questions, I can go to either set.
Yeah. And
either other non-broken aunt and uncle
family support.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, what's happening? Non-broken things.
Hey.
Shattered dreams.
No, because it's real. Because like it's like, and honestly, and no shade either, but like it's sometimes like when you ask somebody for advice, if
you check into credibility,
you got to check it, because if you are struggling with something, right? Are you gonna ask advice for someone who's also struggling with that thing? Not someone who's overcome now, somebody who's still in it.
No.
it's like you may be able to like compare notes, but like as far as like, yo, how do you get out of here? You don't know because you're still in it. So in this case, it's like, hey, how does this family unit supposed to look? I'm gonna look at family units that have lasted, have survived the test of time.
Well, I feel like it's more like I have ideas of what I want. Again, I feel like it always goes back to this, but I guess this is just the type of people we are. Like I have a model in my mind that we have experienced through both households, but then there are also things that we want to tweak and change and adapt that fits in our dynamic as parents. And so, I guess to answer the question for me, I'm kind of looking forward to what the change will be. I don't mind change. I think as a couple, we can adjust. And it's so funny to say that because just the ranting and raving about boohoo, adjusting and change plans. But as a unit, I think me by myself, if it's something that I wanted in my mind by myself individually, I can adjust, but it's harder for me to adjust my emotions to kind of go with the positivity of the change. Like I can go with it, but my emotions are like baggage in the back, you know? Like I'm dragging them along like, all right, slowly but surely I'll come back to it. But together as a marriage, I feel like we can adjust healthily to the life changes that occur. So the fact that we're pregnant, it was just like, oop, there it is. You know? Not necessarily like oops, but more like, oh shoot, didn't necessarily see that coming. Not mad at it,
not mad,
like,
not necessarily surprised, but I am kind of shocked.
Yeah.
I will say.
I feel like we're very confusing people. Like we don't just say things straightforward. But
Never.
The fact that it's just like happening is like, oh snap, like we're gonna have to adjust.
Yeah.
And now it's getting closer. Like I'm nearing the end of the second trimester.
Yo.
And it's just like, what the heck? Sooner or later, this chick is coming, you know? And then we'll have to adjust again. So I guess it's more like I'm just interested in what the needs will be. Like people tell us different things that can occur, but we don't know her, you know?
Yeah.
And we don't know what she'll need or what she can deal with and not deal with. So it's like we take all this information in, but at the end of the day, I'm open to adjusting so that she can flourish with us together. Yeah.
Right. I mean, what is one of the things that you are either looking forward to or you can see as a possible like
hurdle?
Thank you.
Okay.
Hurdle moving forward as we have our daughter. Which was so weird to say just now.
Freakish. Like, scam your mom. Like, oh.
You're somebody's mother.
Looking forward to meeting this person.
Wow.
Right? Weird. Because like in the past 2 weeks, the baby has started to move a lot more. So I'm getting a lot more feeling in knowing that she's there, like presently. Jordan's been able to feel the baby a couple times, which has been like, it's just surreal. I know I say it a lot like to my friends, but it's like I'm still shocked that I'm currently in this. And so like I try to pay attention as much as I can to kind of soak it in because, you know, this is the one time that this will ever happen in this way. Like I can be pregnant again, but as a totally different person.
Right.
You know? So I'm looking forward to meeting this person and seeing what she looks like and like the merging of two people to create a person. It's just so just like, wow, Lord.
Yeah.
You know all the things. The hurdle, my hurdle is more like a gentle concern, I guess, of teamwork through exhaustion. So there's the possibility that we can be exhausted with a newborn, and if she is fussy or not able to sleep or have any issues with like digestion or things like that, like us being able to function healthily together with lack of sleep,
Right.
with every 2 hours, like the fact that you're not sleeping straight for 8 hours because baby is waking up, needs to be fed and things like that, it's gonna be an adjustment. That sounds like a nap life, like you're just gonna be napping. Yikes. But it's not. That's why I say a gentle concern, because I trust Jordan as a member of this team to know that he not gonna leave me high and dry.
Never.
I mean, he also has no choice. I will be very adamant about his assistance in any way, and even just like being there with me. So if it's something that he can't do because I am the sole contributor to whatever she needs, he needs to be my sole contributor to whatever I need.
Boom. Stick a pin right there. So that this isn't my answers yet, but I wanted to address that.
Go for it.
Because in order for this partnership to really work, mind you, not that I wouldn't want to sacrifice to be there for you, but if shifts have to.
Yes, I'm a part of the wisdom of it as well.
Right. I'm just saying. So like, if when I'll get up out the bed, when go to baby, let's see what the baby needs. Is it this? No. Diaper? No, you're good. This? No, maybe you're just being fussy. No, still crying. Maybe you're hungry. oh, mommy. And so, like, hey, she's hungry. I might like stay up initially, one, to make sure that you're like awake to actually feed our child, and then this is if we're not doing like the bottle or whatever, because I'll just do it myself. But for what I can do, I would need you for.
Correct.
And I'm not staying awake, is what I'm saying. So I'll go back to sleep, so that in the event that like,
all right,
like, especially, and this is not like the first month, because first month is like, okay, boom, we're in it together. But when like life starts to come back, we're like after work again, or you have to go, or whatever we're gonna do, it's like things scheduling and different things have to happen in order for this to work. And that's all I'm saying.
Listen, as long as we both can agree that we are going to be giving 100% to making this work
and as long
properly and healthily, without jealousy and malice,
it's not gonna come from me. You already know, but as long as we can also agree to 100% be open to the baby completely wrecking any kind of expectation that we may have that may need constant adjustments in our lives. So, baby could be good today.
I'm willing to adjust.
Okay.
You have to say it too.
Oh, I'm willing to adjust.
Cool. Just had to seal it as a contract.
As a contract?
The people are watching.
So you're watching? You see? Good.
But now your answers.
Yes.
Looking forward to it and the hurdle. So
one thing that I'm looking forward to for sure is doing my daughter's hair.
Nice.
Like my hands, I feel like trying to use my fingertips, it'd be dumb sometimes.
I'm gonna help you.
Oh yeah, I mean, mind you, I could part some hair. I could do certain things, I've had practice.
Yes.
But when it's like, hey, gotta do some cornrows or something.
Not everyone can do those.
Hey,
male or female.
That's right.
So.
And we gonna try.
Yeah.
Before the daughter can like really like talk back and be like, Dad, please.
No.
Please. But we do a little bun, little Little,
Oh yeah, little
do a little wash
fro.
and go. Do a little.
Yes, I'll
Man.
teach you how to cater to the curls for sure.
Okay, let me slick them edges down. It feels me.
Headbands, beanies,
I'll do a
turbans.
me and head scarf.
Hey, ain't no
Shoot.
problems with that.
Yeah, so that's probably one of the things I'm looking forward to, for sure. Just because I know it's gonna be funny, I know we're gonna film it. I know it's gonna be an adventure,
Yes.
and I'm excited to do that with you and with our daughter.
Yeah.
One of my hurdles, um, okay, I don't. I'll say, but
Yeah, speak your truth, King.
that's right. But being honest, I don't want to be too down on myself.
Okay.
Like, I know I'm my biggest critic.
Mm-hmm.
So if I feel like, oh, I may not be, I feel like I may not be, quote unquote, good father in a certain aspect of what's going on.
Like if you're not getting the hang of it, or the baby cries every time you hold her, or
I mean, I feel like that's gonna be okay, but I feel like,
what if it's like every time?
well, that's why I'm talking to my daughter now. I talk to the daughter way more than Nitz does.
That's
And
another conversation.
yes, it is. But I just, and not even when the baby's like first born. I'm talking when the baby is like 6, 7, 8.
Even there. Okay.
Like my thing going forward is like, man, like, love my dad, love my dad. Growing up, he was doing a lot of working stuff.
Yeah.
And mom was a stay-at-home mom, so me and mom like this, we're close. And mom would tell me that when my dad would come from like functions or certain things, that I would cry with him,
Right, because you just didn't have the same bond.
Yeah, because I didn't really know
Yeah.
who that guy was.
But that won't happen.
No. So again, like you were saying before, like certain things that happened to us when we were growing up, that we are actively going to try to be better at.
Yeah, it informs our perspective.
Right, but my thing is that, one, I don't want to overcompensate for something that I didn't have, and try to overly give it to my child.
Yeah.
And I don't
allow
want to overthink it. You know
I
what I
won't
mean?
allow it.
Good, don't.
Yeah.
Call me.
I'll pull you aside and be like, hey.
Don't pull me aside. Say right in front of the child. Like, hey.
No,
Okay,
it's none of her business. What the heck? It's me and you and then her.
Good.
Like, what are you talking in front of the child? So then she gonna be like, yeah, daddy, that's what she said.
I'm like, yeah, daddy, you go to the room.
Exactly.
be that what?
She's not supposed to be in the conversation.
No, she's not. You're right.
No, but that's why it's our team. As we're going into this, we both have had our expectations, and things continue to show up, and we have a lot of friends who have dealt with children, have their own children. People who know a lot of things, and we have a great support from all our friends. So when we need that break to recharge, or you need that time to reassess if you're being a good dad or not, like, we'll have that
for sure.
But I got your back, man. I'm not gonna let
and
nobody
and it's not like
you.
their hurdle was like, man, I don't know what's going to happen. It was just like, this is something that I can see being a problem,
Right.
And I would just want to make sure that I just trust in the Lord, give it up to Him, and this is. Oh, so I think we had a cohort meeting today with our pastor, and he had said something that made me really think. I don't know if he got it from somebody, don't really matter, but he said, always. Honestly, it was always be yourself.
Yeah.
But keep working on being like Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, that it was perfect, because growing up I used to always kind of be who I wanted people to see me as, and not fully really be myself.
Right.
And so I feel like that was just so good. It's like, I'm gonna be Jordan as a father, and I'm gonna keep being myself, but as I'm trying to be like Christ, I'm gonna try to get better, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop being me.
Yes. I don't want you to be anyone but yourself because I married you,
You
you
did.
weirdo. And I want you to keep your weirdo antics
Oh, I will.
as you raise this child
Oh yeah.
who will probably be just as
Oh,
weird as you.
if my daughter's like me,
Then
she is going to be so mad. So mad.
And it's not that I don't enjoy you as my friend, but there's some tweaks
It's a what? Say again.
that I wouldn't mind, you know. I don't want to change you, but there's some tweaks. No, but for real, from we started dating, my goal as his partner has always been to have him to be authentic
Yeah.
wherever.
Yeah.
Because I was experiencing this fully authentic Jordan, and then his family already had experienced that, but he would still adjust his personality, his character in different areas. So now here we are, and you know, a year married, but we've been together for like 3 years or so, and he is more authentically himself now. So now we're creating someone who is merging
Right.
our DNA.
Right.
Like, you're not allowed to be a fraud.
No.
Even to put on the jacket of I'm your father. It's just like,
Right.
no. The kid needs to see you as playful with me as you are with her, as you are with siblings, you know.
Yeah.
Because those are the memories that help you to see who your family really is.
Exactly.
You know, I love watching my parents annoy each other. I think it's hilarious.
It is funny.
But it
Same
also
thing
helps me to reflect on how I like to poke fun at you, you know, and it's a part of our healthy dynamic as people. Because we are ourselves. And when we're annoyed, I'll be like, you're annoying. Leave me alone.
And I'll laugh.
Yeah, and I will roll my eyes and kiss my teeth because I'm mad. Like, I want to be left alone. But yeah, we have more like hurdles and things that we think about. But I don't want to give too much weight to it because I don't want it to weigh me down. You know, like we don't know what's going to happen.
We don't.
Like,
It could be awesome.
Yeah.
Or could need to be driven around in the car to go to sleep like I was.
Right, I didn't have that luxury.
That's
My
why
parents wasn't driving.
But to this day, you put me in a moving vehicle, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
don't matter.
I enjoy the movement. I don't get car sick or anything like that either.
I can't read.
I know.
I cannot read or focus in a car.
I feel like I learned how to do that just because all the days of public transportation and bus and train and
so try to do your homework on the bus before school.
Heck yeah, I could do that.
I did my best. So what I did was make sure that the homework was done before I went to school.
Right, that makes sense. But yeah, it's just like we're going into this with open eyes, but with no experience.
Yes.
So
which is awesome.
It's gonna be cool. We're gonna learn together. It's a new adventure.
Exactly.
But this is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see the time. I was thinking how much further I wanted to go, but I might ask one. For the pregnancy,
okay,
because it's been a roller coaster of sorts. How was it? How was it for you so far? Like, what is something that you learned so far with my body changing and things move?
I got you. So honestly, and we literally probably talked about this on Thursday, is one thing that this pregnancy has taught me was how much selfless I need to be. Because certain things happen and open my eyes to understanding that as much as my needs need to be met, so if I'm having a bad day or if I'm hungry or from whatever, as much as my needs need to be met, your needs need to be met just as much, even if you weren't pregnant. It's like, but now it's even more so. It's like, yo, it's really has to be, and also speaking to the person that you are, like, check-ins matter, even if it's something very simple. Check-ins matter. I
like to know that I'm on your mind.
Yeah, and in
the most basic sense.
You can always be on my mind, but because of the type of person I am now, me like communicating that or just whatever. Like I could be thinking it. I probably am, but because I haven't really said it to you, it really you don't know.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I
yeah,
don't know unless you say it. It's
exactly.
true.
And so, for this pregnancy, I learned that you have to like not just be the first thing in my mind, but it's like being more active in seeing how you are,
Yeah.
and also kind of picking up on cues. So she's like, "Oh man, my feet are killing me," or "My back hurts," something like that. For me, it's like, "All right, let's get the feet up, let's rub them down, give like a massage or whatever."
Yeah, I think I've learned to communicate more. Not in that, because of course I do ask. I don't just passive aggressively be like, you know, but I do ask, and I realize that, um, darn that pregnancy brain.
Oof.
It's
Her pregnancy brain is contagious. I promise you. I was
I
trying
had
to
something
remember.
really good and deep just now, and it's swiped for
I
me.
promise you, I was trying to remember Jamie Foxx the other day, and I was
That
just
was
like,
the worst.
Jay,
You know the guy,
the guy,
electricity.
he was in the birds with the song.
He said Jamie Foxx. He picked up Jamie Foxx as an actor from Rio. Like,
Hey,
what?
that song is fire. If you
But
know what song I'm talking about,
that's
it's
so like
fire.
low scale for like who Jamie Foxx. Regardless, okay, I'm back in. We're talking about communication. Okay, but more so with being more active in expressing my needs, because if I wasn't pregnant,
Okay.
there would be certain things that I could compensate for myself
Right.
in your lack.
Yes.
So I wouldn't take it as serious or as harshly if you didn't check in with me or whatever. I just be like, whatever, he's probably doing whatever. I'm gonna find something to do, yada yada. But because hormones are up, emotions are up, my independence is lowered
Yeah.
for a lot of things. There was earlier on I could get in and out of the couch, no problem. Now it's like a gamble. If I want to do it by myself, I'm risking feeling more pain than
Yeah.
if I interrupt whatever you're doing for you to come and
Right.
assist me. I think that's what I was thinking. Whatever, but it needed to be said.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's what you were learning so far in this pregnancy. I guess to just the word of the day is adjust.
Yes. Honestly,
To adjust.
or tweak.
Yeah. Um Jordan's gonna be so mad editing this. He's gonna be like, you were peeking.
No, I think you're good. It's just a tweak.
Yeah, but learning to adjust for the betterment of the other person. In this situation, I am the person that needs more from you just to be semi equal on the okay.
Okay.
Like you can be okay with these 5 things. I used to be okay with these 5 things. Right now, I need 8 things.
Yeah.
The 5 plus more.
Yeah.
And so now you have to adjust to give me those extra things just so that we can meet
Yes.
where we always meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it goes back to, like I said, marriage is 100%.
Right.
But if you're in a season where you can't give 100%, it's okay. I'm still giving 100%. So it's going to work out.
And I communicate that
Exactly.
I'm at a place where I cannot give what I was giving before.
Right. Which is okay.
Yeah.
And that's something that I feel like a lot of men have to understand. And I'm thankful that I kind of already knew it going in. And you would say, oh, duh, it's straightforward. But like, you're pregnant.
Yeah.
You have my child in your womb.
It is yours.
Whatever you need, it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no like I could be dog tired, and if it's something that's like really crazy, I can communicate that to you. Like, yo, hey, I know you want this. I'll do it. Just let me drink some water. Let me just sit down really quick, whatever. But like for people who are like, oh, I feel like, and mind you, I'm saying I get these thoughts too, where it's like, man, sometimes you feel like you're doing so much.
Yeah.
But then you have to kind of step back and it's like, hey, if she could, she would.
True.
And even if she wouldn't, it's like she is she physically can't do this, or she mentally can't do this, or she emotionally can't do this.
Yeah.
Either way, it's not getting done unless you do it. So deal with it. Like, not even me. Not even just sound so strong. Just as a man, this is your sacrifice.
Right.
They are sacrificing for 9 months.
It's
Deal
almost
with
a
it.
year. It's just really ridiculous.
Like, and it will be okay. Like, just it will be okay.
And there'll come a time where, you know, this won't be it anymore, and
Right.
then we'll readjust what our 100s look like as
Exactly.
we have another member of the Channer household.
Right.
You know?
Like you said, we gotta adjust.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, just real quick, pregnancy is ever changing. It has brought up a lot of my insecurities and the things that I try to ignore or compensate with other things. So the fact that my body is very different than I've ever seen it. I've never seen it like this before. Skin has changed. I don't know. My body has given up on me. I don't know. Just it's like I don't know it anymore. You know, not to sound like, you know, super vain or whatever, but body image and the way I view myself has always been a struggle for me. So right now I feel like I'm constantly being challenged, even though this is a beautiful thing, and I'm grateful that I'm able to carry a child at all, and my baby is healthy and thriving. But man, what the heck? Everything is so different. My skin, acne, smell, like everything's just so.
What belly button?
Oh my gosh, my belly button's like flat right now. It's weird, you know.
Yeah.
Weird, man. But these things are, because I'm a vessel right now, an incubator. A lot of these things are coming to surface, and I'm just like, well, you know what, Lord, what better time to kind of deal with these things than before, when I have to help instill healthy things into my girl child. I'll add that into one of the hurdles, you know, not wanting the issues of self-esteem and body image to be a main issue for her. Like, if she deals with it, she deals with it, but I don't want it to be so central in her, like it has been for me for most of my life, you know. I feel as an adult, you know, I'm 28, I feel like I've come a far way, but that residue is there, and it pops up when different things happen, you know. Oh man,
let it out, sis.
Yuck.
Let it out.
But that's one thing, is just like, I'm adjusting my view of self. I'm changing. I'm trying to learn and love the changes that have happened, and also know that it's not forever. And I look forward to the next body that I will have after this, because I don't think it will be what it was.
No, it'll be better.
It'll be different.
Snapback.
It will be different. But to love myself and to stay as swaggy and creative and colorful as I have always been. So to keep being my authentic self. Yeah. So pregnancy is teaching me about myself, bringing up all my business. I had a random question, but I feel like our conversation was already too good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not needed.
Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in this week. Please give us a 5-star review on Apple.
Yeah, man.
Like, comment, subscribe, YouTube.
Yeah, man.
For visual, if you want to see us in all our glory,
Here
right?
we are.
We're right here on our YouTube channel, One Couple, Two Creatives.
Yes.
And
leave a comment
things.
under
Please.
The video, or on all streaming platforms.
Yes,
let us know your thoughts. If you have a topic you want us to talk about, you want to hear our thoughts, you have a question for us that you want to see, you know, how do you guys feel about this? Send it to us, you know.
Right, you want to hear it, like even anything like first dates or all the different stuff, like how did you meet, all that kind of stuff. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that. Murmur.
Yeah. But yes.
But thank you guys. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
I tried my best.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Later,
Bye.
guys.